reviewing from last week. Were you all here last week? No? That's okay. We'll review. So we did family signs, so we'll review that. And I think we did colors and what was the other thing I wrote down? Colors, numbers. Is that right? Okay. So we'll review that, and then we'll get into emotions. Okay? Okay. So we did the sign for family. So this is F. Start with your thumbs together, and then circle it to your pinkies. Family. Family. And then, so everything female is down, everything male is the top half. Help you remember. So mom, dad, and then grandma, grandpa. And then for like parents, even parents, it's just mom, dad. So just put the two together. It doesn't matter if you go top to bottom or bottom to top. Parents, mom, dad. Yep, and then grandma and grandpa kind of come out a little bit from that. We have brother, so you can do boy, same, or you can do touch your forehead and come down to your fingers. So brother or boy, same. And then sister, you can do girl, same, or just touch your chin and come down to your finger. Sister. Brother, sister. Sister. So that's how she signs it, and I sign it like this. So there's many different people who sign it different ways, so that's why I want to teach you both. Aunt, so A, you're just going to go down your cheek. So aunt, girl. So your thumb is out for girl, and it comes forward. Girl, aunt. And then uncle is you, and it's a swirl or a circle on top of your head. Uncle. Cousin, so if it's a male cousin, it's a C, you shake it up here. If it's a girl cousin, it's a C down here. Or if it's just cousin in general, you just put it in the middle. Cousin. We did grandma and grandpa. So boy, I think of a brim of a hat for boy. And then girl. So your thumb coming out. Make sure you brush your cheek, because there's a lot of signs right here that it can get confusing. So girl, aunt. Husband, so you touch your forehead, and then you come down into like a clap. So husband, and then wife, you touch your chin. Wife. Niece, so this is N in sign language. You put two fingers over your thumb, but then kind of just bring your fingers out, almost like you're pointing. And then niece is down here, and nephew is up here. So same hand shape, just different depending on where. And then we did, so like step, brother, or sister. Do you sign step? Step. Yep.
Sister. Step. Brother.
Yeah, so this is almost like turn, like if you're playing a game, it's like your turn, my turn, so it's like an L. Flip it your way, flip it my way, and then she does it just general, going from the right to the left if you're right-handed. Step, step, brother, or step, sister. And I've also seen step finger spelled, and I've also seen step like fake. So this is the sign for fake, or mouse even. It's the sign for mouse. And I've seen that used for step as well, but I don't like it just because that is the sign for step, or for fake and mouse. So I typically finger spell it or step. And then half, I would do 1 to 2, like the fraction. Half brother, half And that also goes with like the step is like stepmom or stepdad, anything like that too. Anything else that we did? Oh, male and female. So male starts at dad and comes down to your chest. Female is mom and comes down to your chest. So I kind of, to make them a little bit more different, instead of just coming down to the chest, I start out with my hand, like with my thumb out on top of my head, and then come down. And then same with female. So start them closed and then bring them open. Female, male. You can. Yep, so that's probably where it came from. She's saying, what about girl, then come down. So that's probably where I'm getting this, is that how I've seen that, is because it went from girl to down here, and now it's just quicker to just touch your chin and come down. And same with boy, it's just same hand shape. So that's probably where that came from. So you can leave your hands open or close them. Yeah. Any other questions on that? Did we go over any other family members? Do you guys think of any?
Son and daughter we did.
Oh, good. I need to write that down. So son, you can leave it with your pointer finger, but I kind of have my hand open and palm facing out, and then bring it into a baby. So you don't have to rock the baby, but just bring it into the baby sign. So you do son or son. And then daughter, you can just touch and come down, or have your hand out like this and just come down. I feel like this is easier just because you don't have to move your hands at all, or move your fingers. You just have to move your hands. Yeah.
Oh, and then can do darling band.
Oh, yeah. See, I've never seen that, but yeah, you can do girl to baby, girl, baby, or boy. Have you seen that too? Boy, baby. Yep. And again, you don't have to rock it, but that is the sign for baby. Baby, but then for son or daughter, you just bring it down into that position. Yeah. Anything else? It's the only ones I can think of. And I know Kate last week asked for spouse, and I asked her, and there's no sign. So either, yeah, there probably might be a sign, but we don't know.
We can say husband, wife.
Yeah.
My husband, my wife.
Yeah, and I noticed she touches it with your thumb. So you can touch it with your finger or your thumb. Yeah, I just noticed that. So married, just in general, is just clap. Even you don't need to like make it loud or anything, just put your hands together. Married, and then to make it husband, you touch your forehead. To make it wife, you touch your chin. And this is also the sign, I don't want to confuse you guys, this is also the sign for believe. I feel like that's kind of ironic with husband, but believe or husband. Anything else? Any other questions on that part? Last week was a little bit overwhelming. I felt like even for me it was overwhelming. So then we went into colors. So this is the sign for general colors. Colors. So then we did orange. Pink is going to be a P in sign language. But then you're going to bring it up and touch your chin. Come down your chin. And then red is just going to be your pointer finger coming off your chin. So pink, red. Then we have brown. So brown is a B coming down the side. Brown. Black is just straight across. So make sure you keep that finger straight because it can be a different sign if you bend it. So black goes straight across. And I'm right-handed, so I go left to right. Black. And then I think it's all shaped now. So G, in sign language, you can either do this or this. G or G, and you shake it. Green, blue is B, you shake it. And then purple is going to be that P again, you shake it. Yellow is going to be a Y, you shake it. What other colors? White, thank you. So white, make sure all your fingertips touch your chest and come out. White. And then we also did gray. And for gray, make sure all your fingers are spread apart. And fingers go in between other fingers. Because if you leave them like this, it's a completely different sign. This versus this. Okay, so we'll do that again. So we have orange. That's the color, the juice, anything. Orange, pink, it's going to be P. Bring it up, and that's that middle finger that touches your chin. P for pink. Red, let's just bring that pointer finger down. Red. Brown, that B. Black, go straight across. Did I show you guys tan last week? No? Okay. Well, T is just like B, or like brown, but with a T. So brown with a B and T for tan. And then green is a G. Shake it. Blue. Shake it. Purple. Shake it. Yellow. Shake it. And we did white. And again, make sure all your fingertips touch, because then we'll go over the other sign that looks like this later. So white and gray.
Right.
Yeah, good job.
Good job.
All right. And then, what else did we go over? There was a lot. And I know I didn't write everything down. We were asking a bunch of questions and answering, so there's a lot of information. Oh, yes, we'll review the alphabet now, and then we'll review it again at the end of class. Okay. So we got A, and I'll use both hands, just so everyone can see me, but you don't have to. Use whatever hand you guys prefer. So A, B, C, D, what was that pointer finger? E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Yeah, good. So a few that I wanted to touch base on. So A, I always think of it as the tail of the A, and S is the thumb in front. A, S, and what helps me remember is the tail of the A. G, you can either have that thumb up or down, and same with H. This, or like this. E, make sure it's hard for me to even do it, but make sure there's not a big gap in between there. Make sure you close it up a little bit, and it almost looks like an E. What else is there? J.
And K. And
K, yeah. So make sure, so K is a 2, but with your thumb on your middle finger knuckle. And with K and P, you don't need to go down that. You don't need to make it extreme by going way up and way down. I always think of it as my fingers being horizontal with the floor. So my middle finger here with K, it's horizontal to the floor. With P, my pointer finger is horizontal to the floor. So just that little difference. Yep, it doesn't need to be anything too extreme. That's where you get carpal tunnel. It's doing extreme signs like that. Let's see. I think that's it. Any questions with that? Have you guys been practicing? Yeah? Good. Did I go over name? Yeah? So make sure you tap twice for name. because we did egg at some point, right?
Yeah.
So egg, name. And then there's other signs like with this, so make sure it's like, I don't even know what to call that, the outside edge of your fingers hit one another, because you don't want to do this, you don't want to do this, you don't want to do this. There's a bunch of signs. So make sure it's the edges. Name. What else? Any other questions from last week?
You said last week if you have a double letter, you can drag
Yes, thank you. So like for my name, Brittany, so I have 2 T's. So you can either tap it or you can drag it. So Brittany or Brittany. And that can be for any other letter, L. And for that, for like L, you would almost, I don't want to say throw it, but just hit it twice. You don't want to, and make sure when you guys are finger spelling that you keep your hand, besides the double letters, in the same area. You don't want to throw them all, you just want to keep them in the same area.
Or you can do LL,
Yes.
like that.
Yep, so you can do
It's a
LL, TT, or TT, or TT. Yeah, but just make sure you're not throwing every letter at them. It makes it really hard to read. So just try to keep it smooth. Don't go for speed, go for being smooth and fluent. Yeah, and make sure you finger spell your first name and last name. And so to do that, do Brittany, and then move over a little bit, or pause, and then Fuller. So you'd either have that space in between, or just take a minute and pause. So you can do them in the same space, but just take a minute and pause. Yeah. Okay, so today, emotions. So E, can go up and out. Up and out for emotion. Emotion, and then feeling. Yeah, feeling is your middle finger. And touch that shoulder that you're using. And go up. Feeling. Yep, so I wouldn't make it too extreme. I would almost do it in a circular motion. Feeling.
And this one, wash up.
Yes.
Wash up, join in the bottom.
Yep, so feeling is like one hand almost going in a circle, and then like what's up, the sign for what's up, you would use 2 hands and it would just go straight up. What's up? You could do it that once. So feeling is a couple times with one hand, what's up?
And another
Is-
thing, drill on each other, that's it. Drill.
Yes, yeah,
Or just silent.
yes, yeah, that's on my list. Okay, so I don't want to confuse you guys, but feeling, one hand on that shoulder. What's up is 2, just once up. And then like excited or thrilled, you're gonna do every other, whatever, up. Excited or thrilled. Okay? So did I teach you guys the difference between love and love?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. So we have love, the emotion, like I love you. Love. Then you have love as in, they call it kiss fist because some people legit kiss their fist. But I just come off my chin. So love, and that's in the sense of I love pizza. I love that movie. Yeah, so does that make sense? Do you guys get the difference? Okay. So love and love. And then there's hate. So you can take your middle finger and your thumb and you flick it. Hate. Hate.
Yeah, the shoulder and face shoulder,
Yes.
that's like this.
Yeah, so all of these signs do not make any sense to deaf people if your facial expressions don't match the sign. So you can say like, oh, like, yeah, I'm happy. Like, to them it's like, that's sarcasm. Like, to them that's being sarcastic. So make sure your facial expressions match. So we did hate. So happy is with both hands. coming up and out like in a circle.
Very good.
Happy. And then sad, put your hands out like this and down. Sad. Sad. Mad, I'm going to take almost like a claw up to your nose. Mad. Mad. Bored. So you can either twist it or come out. And so when you're done, your palm faces you. Bored. Or bored. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody thinking I'm picking my nose. You say, no, it's your ball.
Yeah. I mean, some people do that when they are bored. Upset, so you're going to do a P. Almost get like a P to a K. Upset. Upset. Hurt. Hurt in general is two fingers, twisting them in opposite ways. Hurt. Or if your head hurts, it can be up here. If your stomach hurts, it can be at your stomach. If your arm hurts, you can do it with one hand. Thing right here hurts. Anything like that. Yeah.
So, we were late, we were sorry.
Oh, you're
We
fine.
feel bad, we don't like to miss anything. So I was kind of trying to video what you did a minute ago,
Mhm.
starting with the, I think the emotions.
Okay.
Will we go over those again? So we
Sure.
can-
Yep.
This wasn't really recording. so-
Oh, yeah. No, you're good.
So you'll come back to it.
Yep. So we did. So we did emotions with an E. It comes up and out. Emotions. Then we did feelings.
I'm sorry.
We also are recording it right here as well.
Okay.
So we can, I think she said that she'll post it tomorrow or next week, post the video. Did she say?
Dave?
Yeah, does she typically post them, Kate,
Oh,
does she typically post them next week or
oh,
tonight
she
or
usually
tomorrow?
posting the birthday next class.
Oh, okay. So she'll post this one the day before next week, Tuesday. So she'll post it next week, Monday, typically, for this video. We can ask to see if she can post them like this week, so you guys can practice before next week's class. But she will be posting them on the Facebook library page and the library YouTube page. So if you guys want to look back at them. This is the first class.
On the library book page on
Yeah,
Facebook.
Facebook and YouTube. And what was I going to say with that? This is the first video we've taken for this class, but other classes that I've taught here are up on that YouTube or Facebook page as well. So if you guys want to look back at those too, and they're different signs. We did animals, but we also did like emotions, family, food, and all that too. So we got emotions, then we have feelings, what's up, and excited.
This one from,
And thrilled.
I think.
Yep.
That's one silent.
Yep. So we have love, which is the emotion, how you're feeling, love, like pizza and movies. Hate, flick your middle fingers, hate. Happy, sad, mad, bored, so you can just twist it or come out. Bored. Bored. Upset, so it's a P, almost to like a K. Upset. Hurt, so it's two fingers twisting going opposite ways.
That's part.
Hurt.
Hurt.
Hurt. So if your head hurts, it can be up here, your throat, your stomach.
And also for headache too.
Yep, so that's the same sign for headache, if your head hurts. Yep. Stomach hurts, stomach ache, anything like that. Furious, this is one of my favorite signs. So your non-dominant hand goes right on your chest, and your dominant hand is going to be a fire. So you're furious, you have a fire inside of you. Furious. So this is the sign for fire, and you have a fire inside. Furious. And then if you are so furious, you blow your top. You just let someone know how you're feeling. So furious, and you have your head, and your top comes off. Those are my two favorite signs. Furious. Not to get confused with pop. Pop. Furious. Sick, so you're going to have your middle fingers, one goes on your stomach and one goes on your head. Sick. Nauseous, just like not feeling well, feel like you're going to throw up, your stomach's just turning. Nauseous. Overwhelmed, can you take your hands like this? Go over your head. Overwhelmed. I used that a lot in college. I've always felt overwhelmed. We just did excited. And then nervous. So for nervous, you can either go like this, like you're shaking, or I've seen it done with pinkies as well, almost like your foot shaking. Nervous or nervous. So we got